Hey guys, how you doing? This is Rich here. We have a Rich TV Live. Been a really busy day today, talking to lots of different companies, talking about a lot of different companies, a lot of different CEOs. And I came across Graycliff Exploration. We've come across Graycliff Exploration. Oh, that's us on YouTube. So came across Graycliff Exploration, and this is a company that I wanted to bring to your attention. Put it on your watch list, put it on your radar. Graycliff Exploration. GRAY in Canada, GEO in Frankfurt, Germany, Graycliff Exploration. So right now, Graycliff Exploration is at 83 cents. But the thing that I like about this, look at the stock. It's come from 30 cents on what? August 5th? August 5th, this was at 30 cents. The stock today is at 83 cents. This thing has been a freight train. Nothing's stopping it. And it's just been running like crazy, okay? So anytime you see a stock that goes from like 30 cents to 83 cents, obviously there could be a chance for a pullback. It did go a little higher. It went around 90 cents. You can see right here, we'll mark the high. And we'll mark the low where it's traded, okay? So since August, it's run from 30 cents to 83 cents. So it's been as high as around 90 cents, currently at 83. I wanted to bring it to your attention, put it on your radar, put it on your watch list, Graycliff Exploration. Now let's learn a little bit about this company. And their website right here is graycliffexploration.com, a world-class mining jurisdiction. Graycliff Exploration is a Canadian-based junior exploration company with its gold property located on a 516.8 hectares in a historic gold-producing area of Ontario. Very interesting. And if you know me, you know that I've been loving gold. Shakespeare property, the Shakespeare property is located in the area of the historic Shakespeare Mine, 80 kilometers west of Sudbury, Ontario. The mine is reported to have produced more than 2,900 ounces of gold in the early 1900s. Project overview, historic gold producer. Graycliff Exploration has 100% ownership stake in the Shakespeare Gold Project in Ontario, Canada. This is it right here. Our team has reviewed all historical reports available, and we plan to initiate our exploration and drilling program in Q3 of 2020. The location is located 88 kilometers west of Sudbury, Ontario. This is Ontario, and you can see the Shakespeare property pretty close to Sudbury and also somewhat close to Sault Ste. Marie. Legal access to the property is on public roads. Water is readily available from streams and lakes on the property. General resources are available at the nearby towns of Espanola and Webwood, including housing and accommodation, fuel, mechanic supplies, and food, local skilled workers, and heavy equipment. Their claims are right here. 24 mineral claims covering 517 hectares in 2 continuous blocks. NI 43101 technical report. You can see the report. You can view the report right here. And their team. Our board has a strong management team, expertise in gold startups, and a track record of success in Canada. And you know, I love companies that have a track record of success, management that's done it before, management that has a history of winning is extremely important to me. We maintain a tightly held structure with management and strategic investors owning over 60% of the company. Thus, the reason probably why the stock has gone from 30 cents to 83 cents. Tightly held. Let's take a look at the share structure. Graycliff Exploration, Gray in Canada. There we go. Graycliff Exploration. This is TMX Money. So it's traded 56,000 shares at 83 cents. You can see the last 5 days, it's been bouncing as high as 89 cents and as low as 80, currently at 83. You can see some of their news here. Graycliff Exploration acquires mining claims at past producing Shakespeare Gold Project. This is the previous news. So this is the news and one of the catalysts for the stock to really make a move. You can see the volume, the 10-day average volume, and the 30-day average volume. So obviously the volume is going to go down as the price goes up. Typically, unless there's just a ton of momentum in the stock. Mind you, the stock has gone up a lot. Can't find any of the shares. Let's see. Let's see here. Graycliff Exploration. Let's go to, this is the presentation, investor presentation. So Graycliff highlights Gold in Canada. Company has 100% interest in the Shakespeare Gold Project in Ontario, Canada. Deep experience, which I talked about, management expertise in gold startups, strong board with success in Canada. Tightly held structure, management and strategic investors own 60% of the shares, and publicly listed in North America and Europe on the Canadian Securities Exchange under the symbol GRAY, G-R-A-Y, and in Frankfurt, Germany under the symbol GEO. This is the Shakespeare Project in Ontario, Canada. The property consists of 24 mineral claims covering 517 hectares in 2 continuous blocks. So you can see the Shakespeare Project geology. A series of quartz veins and stocks works of quartz veins containing sulfides have been identified on the property. Quartz veins identified a considerable distance to the northeast of the former mine site, suggesting a regional structure. Potential for other gold discoveries along the prospective Shakespeare Gold bearing horizon of greater than 9 kilometers. Shakespeare Project historical property potential yet to be fully realized. Shakespeare Mine operated from 1903 to 1907 and produced 2,959 ounces of gold when gold was US 19 per ounce. There has been limited historical exploration and drilling carried out until 2014, when a new strategy was developed and partially tested. The results included the C1401 results and the C1402 results. 2.0 for the C1401 results, 2.0 grams a ton. AU over 3 meters, including 4.9 grams a ton AU over 1 meter. So that's gold, folks. C1402, 15.3 grams a ton gold over 14 meters, including 48.8 grams a ton gold over 1 meter. Our team has reviewed our historical reports available, and we plan to initiate our exploration and drilling program in Q3 2020. That's right now. Stock's been on fire. So when a stock is on fire and it goes up like what Gray has from 30 cents to 83 cents, we got to ask ourselves why. Well, because they've been drilling and they've been finding good results. That's the reason. Okay. And if the drilling continues to find strong results, we may continue to see the stock go further. Now, remember, Rich TV Live is strictly for education and entertainment purposes. Always do your own due diligence. Always do your own research before you invest in anything that we talk about here on Rich TV Live. And consult a financial advisor before you invest in anything that we talk about. Okay. We cannot guarantee past performance is never an indication of future results. We can't guarantee that what it's done in the past is going to continue. Stock's gone from 30 cents to 83. Momentum is up. Could it continue? Absolutely. Will it? That's why we do these videos, to try to determine that. Let's just see if I can get a bar chart opinion on Gray. Let's see if they have one. There we go, Graycliff Exploration. Okay, so I don't see a bar chart opinion, but you can see that it is up on all this news. So the news really started heavily in September, and it's continued here until October. You can see it is up 18% just in the last month. So it's been trending up. You can see that on the charts. The stock's currently at 83 cents and holding strong at 83 cents right now. Traded 56,000 shares, even though the average volume is 134,000. So a little bit less than average volume for the day so far for Graycliff Exploration. So let's just read what they talk about here. Gold price weakness offers aggressive buying opportunity, and this tightly held stock could offer major upside. You guys know I love tightly held stocks. So this could be another one. You know what? I don't see a U.S. stock symbol. If you guys know, and if there is a U.S. stock symbol for Graycliff Exploration, please let me know. Right now, what I'm aware of is the Canadian and the Frankfurt symbol. I don't know if they have a U.S. symbol or not yet, but I haven't found one. So I'm assuming they don't. So Graycliff Exploration, Gray in Canada, and GEO in Frankfurt, Germany continues a glittering winning streak amid a market correction impacting its peers. The month of September wasn't kind to gold prices as they tumbled $200 over the month. However, analysts are encouraging investors to continue to buy in on the precious metal, including Wells Fargo head of real asset strategy, John LaForge, who said, "We're buyers of gold after a great 7-month run. Gold cooled off in August and September. Only 5 times since 1980 has gold seen 37% plus rallies in such a short amount of time. These types of rallies are hard to hold on to, and gold was due to come off some. We view gold as these prices as a good buying opportunity, and as evidenced by our 2021 year-end targets, expect higher gold prices." So some of the biggest players in the world believe that gold is going to go higher, including Warren Buffett, who took a position in Barrick Gold. You heard the man. Even though the first leg of the gold bull market is over, according to Goring and Wazenswag, associates manager partner Leigh Goring, investors should use their temporary lower prices as an aggressive buying opportunity before the second leg of the rally kicks in and takes the precious metals above 10,000 later this decade. Whoa, what? 10,000? They're calling 10,000 for gold? That's much. That's a little much. I don't know if I can believe that. 10,000. Wow. This has led to an interesting opportunity in one of Canada's most prolific mining jurisdictions, Ontario. Back in 2018, Ontario overtook neighboring province Quebec as Canada's top gold producing jurisdiction. Strongly influencing that rise has been the Sudbury region, otherwise known as the Big Nickel, known as the hotspot for gold discoveries, which has drawn attention investment mining giants worth multiple billions in market cap. Amid Sudbury's mining momentum has been the recent groundbreaking ceremony hosted by IAMGOLD, symbolizing the start of construction on its Côté Gold Project. Located in Sudbury, the Côté Gold Project is a 70-30 joint venture with IAMGOLD and Sumitomo Metals Mining Company Limited, boasting gold reserves of more than 7 million ounces. The incredible project demonstrates potential to produce 460,000 ounces of gold annually at low all-in sustainable costs of approximately $700 per ounce in the first 6 years of production, with an 18-year mine life. Keep in mind that despite the slight pullback of late, gold is still trading around 1900 mark. Another major mark that's making an impact is Alamos Gold Inc., which continue to make multiple investments in junior gold miners working in Ontario. Already this year, the company has expanded on a second exploration project in the region, but has also invested millions into juniors and mid-tiers that surround them. This is where smart investors can see a window of opportunity that can pay off in large chunks than just investing in gold itself or the majors that are currently producing it. One gold exploration company that is still glittering amid this market correction is Graycliff Exploration Limited, Gray in Canada, GEO in Frankfurt, Germany, headed by a CEO that successfully sold a TSX listed company to Alamos in 2016 and backed by a brain trust that's been linked to multiple economically successful Ontario mines, Graycliff Exploration Limited, Gray in Canada, GEO in GRAY in Canada, GEO in Frankfurt, Germany, appears to be in great hands that are steering the company smoothly through the recent gold pullback with ease. Look at the chart of Gray, just like I was showing you guys, and the volume has been growing for Gray. So you guys can see the chart, and you can see that this thing has been screaming from 30 cents to where it is today at 83 cents. So just by looking at the chart above, you can clearly see that they've only had 2 days in the red since the stock opened. So essentially, this is a new company, guys. This is pretty much a new company. We love this company because it's tightly held, share structure, and seasoned management team of geologists with a proven track record of making large gold discoveries in Ontario. 4 reasons why we love Graycliff Exploration. First, flagship Shakespeare project consists of 24 claims that include the historic Shakespeare Gold Mine, which operated from 1903 to 1907, which due to its favorable geology and infrastructure has today garnered attention and exploration and brings intriguing strike length regional potential. Note a 43-101 technical report was released in 2019 on the property. Exceptional management team with a proven track record in making large gold mine discoveries in Ontario, including Helmo's David Bell Mine, Golden Giant Mine, Timmins Redstone Nickel Mine, and Bell Creek Mine, and other major Canadian gold projects into full production. Outstanding capital structure. Only, here we go, 15 million shares issued and outstanding and no warrants. Whoa. 15 million shares issued and outstanding, folks. I love tight share structures. This is as tight as I see them. 15 million shares issued and outstanding and no warrants, as well as very confident levels of strategic ownership. At 60% of those shares are owned by strategic owners. That means they own at least 8 million shares out of the 15. That's massive. Favorable momentum. Gray.cn stock has been on an upward trend since it went public. Only 2 red days by the end of September. Unbelievable run. Graycliff Exploration is truly experienced gold mining team focused on their flagship Shakespeare project, which consists of 517 hectares of prospective ground, located only 88 kilometers west of Sudbury, Ontario, in the prolific Canadian Shield mining region. Now, the company just launched its 2020 exploration program, giving investors an opportunity to get in ahead of the results that are expected to come in the months to follow. So I like it. I like what I'm hearing. I like what I see. I like what I hear. So take a look at this. So look at the symbol and look at their market cap. Unbelievable. When they were at 78 cents, and right now they're 83 cents. Okay, you can see right here, they're at 83 cents, right? 83 cents right now. So when they were at 78 cents, sorry, their market cap was at just under 12 million. So let's say they've got a 12 million market cap now. That's still a baby market cap for a junior miner that could potentially be exploring for gold and finding gold and pulling gold out of the ground. That could be a game changer. We're talking about 15 million shares. The share price has already increased 157%. If a stock goes up 150%, you know I need to talk to you about it. Now, if you look at some of its peers who also have tight share structures and also have small market caps, you can see Gold On Resources, GLD. You can see Metallus Resources, MTS. You know, I'm going to write all of these down actually because I like all of these here. I'm going to write all of these down. Gray. I'm going to do my research on all of these guys. Gray, GLD on the TSXV. I like the fact they all have tight share structures. MTS. And MACA, M-A-K-A. Now you can see here that GLD, Gold On Resources, only has a market cap of 9.8 million, a share price of 55 cents, and only 17 million shares, and the price has gone up 175%. Metallus Resources, 17.7 million market cap, only a 48-cent share price, 36 million shares, still under 50 million, which is I really like anything under 50 million a lot, even under 100 million for most cases. Share price has gone up 269%. And then Makara Mining, M-A-K-A, on the Canadian Securities Exchange at $1.06 with a 30 million share market cap and 33 million shares outstanding. And their share price has gone up 100%. So as you can see, Graycliff has a much tighter share structure than its peers, which shows that the company hasn't had to sell new shares to raise capital and in turn further dilute them. And the fact that a majority of those shares are held by management speaks volumes. After all, so much skin is in the game, the team will think twice before diluting their stake. In early September, Graycliff Project potential drew the attention of support of 2 industry heavyweights in the form of Bruce Durham and Don McKinnon Jr., being added to the technical advisory board. This was significant due to both of their extensive experience and deep knowledge of the area and host Graycliff's Shakespeare's project. We look forward to drawing off of the wealth of knowledge about the area that these gentlemen have. We believe that we are onto something special. I love that. At Shakespeare, and the addition to our technical team is a key piece to achieving success, stated James McIntosh, President and CEO. We look forward to working together. Ontario's mining industry has been on a roll for the last few years, and appears that projects such as Shakespeare are just the type that will continue to keep that win streak alive. Here's 4 more reasons why the Shakespeare project could be Ontario's next big gold discovery. Graycliff Exploration's flagship Shakespeare project brings many highlights to make it a very exciting gold play. Property size, location, 24 mineral claims, Excellent infrastructure just off of Trans-Canada Highway, power right to site, educated workforce. Number 3, historic exploration and production. Mine was in operation from 1903 to 1907. Strike length, potential for other gold discoveries along the gold-bearing horizon of greater than 9 kilometers. The Shakespeare Project is located within the well-known geology on the prolific Canadian Shield at the contact between the Archean, Southern, and Superior geological provinces. Gold miners have known of Shakespeare's potential for over a century, but with the current economic conditions in place, the timing is ripe for a resurgence on the project. Between 1903 and 1907, Shakespeare Mine produced 2,959 ounces of gold, generating roughly US $56,000 in revenues when gold was US $19 per ounce. At today's prices, that would be $6 million. Based on descriptions of the mineralization at the historic Shakespeare Mine, the exploration model suggests for the Shakespeare property is the model for orogenic gold deposits. With their track record of discoveries, Graycliff truly has the expertise to make this project pop. And what they've identified at Shakespeare is the potential for significant strike length as major northeast trending faults cross the area. Not just near the old mine, the potential runs through the property, including quartz veins that were identified a considerable distance to the northeast of the former mine site. Our thesis for Shakespeare includes that there is a much larger gold system at depth below the previously mined areas and trending for a significant distance across the property to the northeast. This exploration program will provide our areas a focus for more in-depth exploration to better define what we have. That is directly from the president and CEO, James McIntosh. So there's a lot of excitement about this property, guys. We're talking about a potential regional structure with the right geology, infrastructure, and location to be Ontario's next big gold discovery. And if there's going to be another big gold discovery, we want to make sure that we find it first. And when I say we, I mean our community. I want the Rich TV Live community, the members that are watching, that will be watching all over the world. I want us to get in first. I believe this could be undervalued, underappreciated, underexposed, even at these levels. Right now at 82 cents and down 4.6% might be the dip we're looking for. If we go to the 1-minute chart, we can see that they've had a little bit of a dip. Now, a couple of days ago, well, I guess, yeah, 12 days ago, we're at October 20th right now. 12 days ago, they were at 72 cents. So they've just been on a roll and they've been climbing, climbing, climbing. Today's the first real pullback. And it seems as though every time they get to these levels, they bounce back. So it seems as though like 79 is kind of the bottom of this zone here. And if I was to mark just this zone, if I was just to mark this zone, you would say that it's near the bottom of the zone. So if you're looking for a good entry point, every time it gets close to this zone, either bounces off of here or maybe goes a little bit lower. But either way, it seems as though this 80 cents zone is a good entry point based on where it's been trading over the last couple of weeks. Okay, it might go a little lower. Anything that goes from 30 cents to 80 cents in a couple months has a chance to go lower, absolutely. But if this trend continues up, this dip might be a great entry point. It might be a great entry point. But you never know, right? When you're in the markets, you never know 100%. That's why we do this due diligence. That's why we do the research, so we can get to know these companies better and understand exactly what they're doing, understand what their catalysts are, understanding what they're drilling, what the region is, what the history of the region has been in the past, what their management team looks like, what their share structure looks like. And these guys have a tight share structure with no warrants, which means there's not a lot of selling pressure. So you can see the phase 1 and phase 2, Q2 and Q3. And you can see the Ontario's Golden Playgrounds garnering serious investor interest. Investors are very interested in gold, specifically in Ontario. Hey, thank you for your feedback there, King Tut. I appreciate you, man. So they talk here about Ontario and how it's really growing as far as mineral production, specifically gold. So this is the gold producing geological structure known as the Abitibi Gold Belt. The Gold Belt is responsible for several major gold producing camps, including but not limited to the Kirkland Lake area and the Timmins Camp. So you can see active claims in Ontario and the approved assessment work. So Northern Ontario mining camps have garnered the reputation of having significant longevity, with many mines accruing lifespans that have lasted 50 years or even longer. The deeper the company goes, the richer the nickel, copper, and PGM content of the ore gets. So there's some of the other mines in the region. Kirkland Lake, Barrick Gold. Obviously, we love Barrick Gold. So does Warren Buffett. IM Gold, Pure Gold Mining Inc. All gold miners in the region. So given that the head of Graycliff Exploration has already successfully sold a TSX listed gold company to Alamos Gold in the past, it's intriguing to ponder the possibilities of involvement from larger entities potentially in the near future. The Shakespeare project has favorable infrastructure and enough of a landing strip to fully draw the attention of modern geologists looking to revitalize the massive potential for gold production more than a century after the region was initially making people rich. So we talked about James McIntosh, the president and director. So let's just read a little bit about his experience. McIntosh brings over 34 years of experience in mineral exploration, mining, research analysis, corporate finance, and management of private and public resource companies. He is currently the president, CEO, and director of Monterey Minerals, Inc., and is formerly the lead director and chairman of the audit committee for Carlisle Goldfields, a TSX listed gold company sold to Alamos Gold in January 2016. McIntosh was also a seed investor and director of Circuit Meter, Inc., which is the leading provider of sub-metering and energy management solutions and energy data analytics. You can see Bruce Durham, the technical advisor in QP, and his experience. Don McKinnon, Jr., technical advisor and board member, his experience. Kyler Hardy, director and non-executive chairman, and his experience. So a very experienced team with a track record of success. So once again, let's talk about why Graycliff has so much potential. 7 more reasons why Graycliff Exploration presents a rare and timely opportunity for golden results in Ontario. With gold cooling off as of late, there is a golden buying opportunity for the precious metal. Many people believe this is the time to buy gold. Amid a peer group that has seen a rocky August and September, Gray stock has demonstrated consistent momentum since its IPO with only 2 red days to date. It's a brand new company, guys, 2 months in. The flagship Shakespeare project has a favorable located property with strike length potential, regional play potential, and generous infrastructure, only 88 kilometers from the red hot mining region of Sudbury, Ontario, which is currently seeing heavy investment from mining majors. Extremely tight share structure with only 15 million shares outstanding and over 60% insider and strategic investor ownership. I think that is a unbelievably tight share structure. I love it. Graycliff Exploration stock is trading around 75 cents, now 82 cents. The upside potential is tremendous. Graycliff just commenced its 2020 exploration program, setting up for a string of results to come. They have an exceptional management team with a proven track record and a technical advisory team with deep wealth of knowledge about the Shakespeare area. So a lot of excitement and talk and chatter right now about Graycliff Exploration. And if you go to their website, you can learn more about their project in Sudbury, Ontario. You can learn more about the company. Investors can get the investor presentation, which I just went through with you. Get Gold 101, frequently asked questions. You can see the technical 43-101, NI 43-101. So very experienced team. And here's the capital structure. So no warrants, less than 1 million options, only 800,000 options, and 15,363,000 shares. So fully diluted 16.16 million shares, 16,160,000 shares, and 60% owned by management and strategic investor ownership. That's as good as it gets. There isn't too many companies. I actually did a review today on VMNT, and the share structure is actually 8 million shares in the float, but they actually did have more shares issued outstanding. I believe around 30 million. These guys only have 15 million shares. So unbelievable share structure. Love what I see here. This is the 43-101 technical report on the Shakespeare property in Webwood, Ontario. Dr. Stuart Jackson is the geologist for the 43-101. Now, if you want to contact the company, you just click on contact. You can see that they're still sitting at 82 cents. So this is one thing I like too, is Graycliff Exploration places a high priority on communications with and accountability to shareholders. The board recognizes that shareholders, as the ultimate owners of the company, are entitled to receive timely and relevant high-quality information about their investment. Similarly, prospective investors should be able to make an informed decision when considering the purchase of shares in Graycliff Exploration. If you'd like to reach the company, here's their information. Feel free to contact them, guys. Here's their email, phone number, and address. You can see they're located in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So a lot of these articles are just kind of talking about a lot of the same things. However, they are well funded. after completing a 530,000 strategic private placement, which should be enough to cover exploration costs for the year. And they have a very low burn rate. So this is really good that I read this because I didn't see this before. So they just got $530,000 strategically as a private placement, which will give them enough money for exploring for a year, and a low burn rate, which means they're keeping their bills low. You can see the chart and how they've gone up from 30 cents to where they stand today at 82 cents. So they started trading in August on the Canadian Securities Exchange at 30 cents. In just under a month, the share price has gone up from 30 cents Canadian to where it is today at 82 cents, translating to an impressive well over 150% gain. The rally appears to have coincided with the company's issuance of key corporate updates, including listing on the Frankfurt Stock Exchange and adding 2 new advisory board members to its technical team. Currently, the company has a market cap of roughly $12 million and a cash balance of $223,168 as of June 30th, 2020, and recently completed a $530,000 private placement. So that gives them about $750,000 of working capital. For a brand new IPO, I think that's a good start. I think that's a really good start. So you can see where the property is located. The company expects to start a 1,000-meter diamond drilling program focusing on the testing area around the mine shaft to confirm the system of veins and high-priority targets along strike in Q3. So very, very exciting company. I'm going to be doing more research and more due diligence. I did interview the CEO. Stay tuned to that interview. I will be posting it shortly. So stay tuned to that. This is a company that has been a huge success since it's done its IPO, from 30 cents to now 82 cents. You can see here. We just go to 3-month chart. Oh, I guess it doesn't want to do that. Well, what I can say is that this stock has gone from, in a reasonably good amount of time, the stock has gone from 30 cents to 82 cents, which means it's up well over 150%. So any stock that goes up has a chance to go down. But I just believe that this is a company where if you buy the dips, you'll have a great opportunity to sell the rips. So do your due diligence, do your research. I'd love to know what you think about this company, symbol Gray in Canada and GEO in America, Graycliff Exploration, a junior miner with a tight share structure that's up 150% since its IPO. I love new companies that we can put on our radar, put on our watch list, add this to your radar, add this to your watch list. I do not believe they have a US symbol yet. When and if they get a US listing, I will let you know first. I promise you that as well. Stay tuned and keep them on your radar. They've been a huge success. And typically, when companies have had success, that success can continue. And I believe this is a story that's just getting started. And I believe that the story has just begun. So stay tuned. I'll let you know if there's any updates on Graycliff Exploration. And let me know what you guys think. If you like this video, smash the like button, comment down below, share this video everywhere, and let me know what you think about Graycliff Exploration. Do you like it? Are you planning on taking a position? Do you think it goes lower and you're going to wait for a position? Are you buying it now? Love to know what you think. Another junior miner with enormous upside, with a baby market cap and a baby tight share structure, which leads me to believe that this has a chance to be an even bigger winner than it has been already. So love to know what you guys think. This is Rich from Rich TV Live, bringing you Graycliff Exploration, a company that I think has a ton of potential. GRAY on the Canadian Securities Exchange, and GEO in Frankfurt, Germany. If you're not winning, you're not watching. We bring in the winners and we bring them to your first. Put Graycliff Exploration Limited on your watch list, put it on your radar. It's a big winner. Thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you soon.